Turns out my ranting isn't over. I just wanted to start a new episode so I can bitch about something else. And that is... Now, brace yourselves, because this is, like, holy shit. But... I ship two characters in Kill la Kill. And they aren't exactly conventional. I ship Ryuko with her sailor uniform, Senketsu. I think that bond is, like, pretty wholesome, pretty deep, pretty emotional, pretty romantic. I mean, you can say that there's no romantic connotation all you want. At least it wasn't shoehorned like the Ryuko and Mako's relationship was. And if you actually listen to what Mako says when she talks about Ryuko and Senketsu, you can see why I would. And it was obviously intended as the canon ship for the show, because what else would be sadder than having Ryuko lose her lover? Exactly. Nothing. But, and everyone's shitting on it because, oh, it's sailor uniform. Yeah? Well, look what won Best Picture. Shape of Water. That guy was a creature from the Black Lagoon. And people, I guess, didn't have any problem with that. Ancient Magus Bride. The main guy in that was had like a skull for a face. Not exactly husband material. And third, Monster Musume. The girls in that are like half monster, half girl, and it's just, I mean, yet you guys drool over that. I mean, I don't know, it just seems kind of hypocritical. After all, it is anime. Anything's really possible. And for instance, for those of you saying like that... No, you know what, forget it. For saying like... Alright, no, I'm going to continue. For saying that two characters that like each other have to do it. That's not entirely always the case. Besides, it's not entirely out of the question that I highly think it's possible that they could. I mean, Senketsu turned into a fucking rocket ship and a whirlwind of blades. A human form isn't exactly too out of the question. But either way, a lot of people really don't like me putting those two characters together. Like Kakyoin on iFunny. Like, he went as far to find one of my photos and to file it. Like, put a really disgusting caricature of me on it. And, like, it looks like Grenblow, but wearing black swordsman armor and has brown hair. And honestly, yeah, I kind of do look like Grenblow, but still. Like, that shit hurts, man. Like, you can't just say, I mean, like, just get over it, man, it's just a meme. Like, yeah, just get over it. It's not like I hurt your feelings or anything. People are just so insensitive. People just give zero shits about what you like, what you care about. Like, they just don't care. Also, Kakyoin is very egotistical. Like, if you beat him in an argument or come close to, he'll start saying, your logic is flawed, just stop, you're using ad hominems, those are buzzwords. Like, he doesn't actually try to take apart your argument, he just says those things, and honestly, him saying those things are also buzzwords. Like, he acts smart, but he's not. He's actually quite a spurg. if you want to be real here. He's a very smart ass, childish. It like whenever someone disagrees with him, he stamps his foot and bitches about it, makes posts about you. Very childish. And if you try to call him out on those posts, he'll just say he was being ironic. That's a pretty wussy thing to say, Cac. I mean, not even admitting it. And what's worse is people will actually respect his opinions because he has 2,000 subs on iFunny. 2,000 poor, dumb motherfuckers follow that child. Like, sorry if I'm getting so steamed about this, but he was just an asshole. Shit. Like, he actually had some people on his Discord chat try and contact my mom. By the way, the Discord chat is called Gamers Paradise, and it's a place for degenerates, lowlifes. You actually, no, it's not. It's a giant circle jerk. It's a giant echo chamber. Everybody agrees with each other. Yeah, they say like, oh, we have disagreements all the time. Yeah, but you all will have something in common. And when someone that you don't know very well doesn't share something in common with them, you shit on them, make memes about them. Like, there's this other person in there called James, and they just give him so much shit. And they say, oh, but he's not a nice person. Well, maybe if you treat him better, he would be a nicer person. Like, you can't just say like, oh, he was mean before that. That's not how things work. Ever hear of kill him with kindness? Now, I know I sound like a jerk for like saying the things I said about Cac. But believe me, he said way worse. He's racist. He's a hypocrite. I could go on and on, honestly. But yeah, he's just an asshole. Good, someone's here to help. Anyway, I'm trusting this guy. I hope he can beat him. What are you supposed to do to him when he does that? He just spams that. But, I mean... Anyway, yeah, Kak is just a dick. A straight up dick. His voice is annoying. He's an egotistical prick. I'm just repeating myself now. But, I mean, he thinks Senketsu is Ryuko's brother because he had Ryuko's DNA inside of him. Which, when it even wasn't her DNA in him. It was her life fibers, which aren't DNA. It's completely different. Basically, I'm just going into the show's lore, and it's not going to make any sense. But they're not related. I can promise you. And he's still one of those people that thinks Senketsu is Ryuko's dad because of one picture from, like, when it was still airing and people were deciding on what Senketsu is. Like, on what he was, when this was before life fibers were even a thing, or before they even came out from space. So he's grasping onto a theory that, I mean, yeah, congratulations, you traced the scarf from the sailor uniform and matched it with the mustache on Ishin Matoi, which is Ryuko's dad. Congratulations. Yeah, by that logic, we could say that any character that has a mustache could be related to Senketsu. Because they look similar, and they have a mustache. It's just retarded. Anyway, I'm done ranting on him. He's a dumbass. Everyone in that chat, except Kigali and maybe Doggy, are jerks. Oh, shit. Wow, I'm doing nothing to him. What is with your head? But yeah, if you guys are actually thinking, if anyone that follows my channel is actually thinking about getting an iFunny account, don't. Because it's a terrible place for terrible people. Anyway, I am done.